Computer, activate emergency Trekyards hologram. It didn't work. I guess we'll have to do this ourselves. He is Commander Cocking.
I guess it's not an emergency, so,
That's true.
He knows. He is Captain Foley. And
it is breaking news, though. Should
have activated
the breaking news Trekyards hologram. Darn it.
I mean, so that could be us, and we might not know the holograms, right?
Oh, well, I don't think I have a mobile emitter.
Well, we're in our offices, so I'm sure this is a very long joke. Stuart! Prodigy, Season 2, the cancelled show? Still in production, which we are fighting to get a place on the TV networks, and then fighting to get Season 3. It's a great team, great show. Please, hashtag #SaveStarTerProdigy, as in use a hashtag on Twitter, on social medias. They do notice. They released a scene, in fact a multi-scene, if you break it down, at Star Trek Las Vegas. Unbeknownst to all of us, we heard they're bringing some sort of news. Did not realise the news would be here's footage of, and within the first 45 seconds, we have the fan favourite Voyager character. I mean, there's a few potentially tied for firsts, but I mean, you could probably argue your way in a paper bag of fan favourites. The EMH, Rob Picardo, the Doctor, fully
Savior
back.
Savior of the Delta Quadrant.
Freer of the EMH Mark 1s from,
And
hitting rocks.
yeah, we got Robert Picardo back as the Doctor, which we've been talking about. We would love to have him come back in some form. For a long time, we've been talking about that.
And he announced he's in Picard Season 2.
Yeah.
Which he wasn't.
Yeah.
Convention, you said it one day. It's like, oh, okay, well, I guess he meant this show.
And I had the opportunity, of course, last year at London Comic Con to, talk to him on stage, and we had a very good chat. He's very good with his roles. He remembers his lines. He's so into it. And I actually did ask him, is there any chance you'd be a new Trek? And he said, no, they haven't even talked to me, which would have been a lie at the time because they either had this recorded or he was in talks already. Regardless, I mean, they have to do their job. That's their job as an actor, to not really let on or spoil things.
I know you're Captain Foley of Trekyards, but I don't think he was going to give you that exclusive.
I know. It would have been cool, though. I did make sure to ask. It was like one of the last questions I asked. And of course, he gave me the answer, like, no, they haven't even talked to me. I would love to, but,
Sorry, what Star Trek? What shows? What?
Yeah.
I have an agent? Do I? What? I haven't been called in 9 years. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, he's back. And what's nice is that hopefully the scene is implying to us he'll be a major recurring character throughout the season. You can, although if he's in episode 1, play off as a special guest star jumping off the first episode, you could say that, right? But I'm hoping the tone was that he's going to be regular, because that would be very exciting. What did you take from it, Stuart?
Yeah, I took that he was going to be the new surrogate hologram for them. They had hologram Janeway for the season 1. He's going to be on Voyager A and be kind of like a mentor to the kids throughout the course of the season 2. So hopefully, yes, that is the case. We wanted him back, and I'm so happy to have him back. So
yeah, he's a joy on and off screen. I've met him multiple times. He's ribbed me on stage about my accent and made an audience laugh at me, and it's great. It's great. Thanks, Robert. But I mean, he's such a joy of character, and obviously the character is so three-dimensional. The character is so three-dimensional. You could believably do almost anything with him and feel earned. He could take over the ship and go red for a scene. That's fine. He could go and fix an EPS conduit. You could buy it, right? He could solve medical. There's so much you could do with that. Or he could, go out of phase for 6 months and then come back in time. And wow, there's a lot you could do with the character. If you're looking at breadth of story possibilities, as you say, the fact that he's replacing the hologram character is smart, because that is a distinct loss to the show. You can't swap 2 Janeways out. Radically different what they offer, what they are, and who they are, right? So a new hologram in does give you that power, gives you a lot of fun with the Janeway and the EMH duo. Lets you explore where he's gone, where he's been. And does it imply a medical-based season arc? That because while he can do a lot, you wouldn't really pigeonhole him as helping with the science, nor a people person, so helping with the people bit. So does this imply some disease arc or temporal radiation arc he has to fix? Like something going in where he's genuinely going to be very, very essential.
I mean, possibly, yeah. There's lots of opportunities for that. Plus, they are going to rescue Chakotay, who knows what shape he's in when they find him. So, yeah, I think there might be at least one or two storylines in season. We've got 20 episodes, so hopefully they will take advantage of that and his expertise in some way in that regard. So, yeah, I would imagine there's going to be at least one or two medical things going on.
So do you think he's replacing the medical officer on the ship? I wonder. He hasn't got rank pips, which is a conceit of all holograms, they don't. But you might have argued that he's now so sentient that he was given rank pips.
Yeah, I never really thought about that.
Because when he's the emergency hologram, like he's the one and only, right? He is the medical officer. There's no need to turn rank, but now he's a person. I guess he could be so famous he doesn't need rank, but, you know.
I'm kind of hoping that when we get on Voyager, we go up to the bridge, you see Janeway, you maybe see B'Elanna, you know, maybe Tom Paris, somebody. Maybe they got more of the Voyager crew together to go rescue Chakotay. It seems like a very, you know, bring the team back together type of vibe. So I don't know if Janeway would request him to be the chief medical officer. You think you'd want a real one just in case as well? It'd be cool if he was clashing with somebody kind of for that role during the course of the season as well.
Well, in theory, are we keeping the Dauntless crew? Because that's Chakotay's crew. Because it'd be weird to pull the Dauntless crew off the Dauntless and leave a fresh crew to help Gwen. It's not a good sign for them being a strong crew. But of course, here's the likeness we haven't talked about yet. What about the likeness?
That was pretty good. I have no complaints. It's as good as Janeway. I really love the Prodigy art style, like the way they do things, and I think it looks like Picardo for sure. So
my only note, and obviously he did change notably between season 1 and 7 as he got older. That's all good. My only note would be I think these bits are a little bit deep and dark. It kind of adds unnecessary shadow to this part of his face.
I think that's what makes it look like him, though. And I think they might be going for a little bit older, like he is kind of aging a little bit, right? So
they're going for an older hologram, are they?
Yeah. Because he would want to age, I think, appropriately.
I mean, we saw him Endgame and he didn't want to age.
Well, just saying.
That's like a 20% too deep, right? That's a subtle thing. It just feels a little bit too strong for me. What's funny about the uniform, and I love this uniform, I love the Prodigy uniform. First of all, I love the fact they don't have a cohesive vibe because they only have so many bodies and they keep swapping them. I thought they'd fix that in season 2, but there's a white rim. But why on earth is his white edge to the uniform so grey you can barely tell? Because that pop of the white is partly what makes the uniform. It makes it very hard to work out what the uniform is if they keep a variance like this. And there's like a blue line on but it's not, it's a white line. But just,
I didn't know it was supposed to be white, but
yeah, more yeah. I did my research when I was making our own ones. We do white piping.
Makes sense for medical though, right?
Well, it's for all of them. I mean, it's.
Oh, is it?
It's white piping. What's funny though is that the mobile is way lower than it should be. It's like on its forearm. It should be up here, but because it goes into the area of the original costume, but the shoulder elements are now 2/3 deeper. They've just pushed it to match what it is. Now his immobility is now just right on his arm, right there on the flex point, which is quite funny. So it looks off, because it is off. But that's for the design.
I wish it wasn't visible. Honestly, I mean, it's a mobile emitter. You could put it under your uniform if you wanted. You could put it on the inside of your hologram. Who knows? It just seems like attack this point here to disable me.
Yeah, but that's every scene ever. And it also shows that he kept it. Still got the one and only. I wonder if they'll address that. They do say in the scene, it's weird to see a hologram out in the wild. And will they address, this is our one and only, and this and this? We'll see. He's such a variable character. Anything can happen. I hope so. I feel like he should.
No, I hope he's a big part of season 2. I think he would really get a kick out of doing it, and I think he's a character that is very flexible and is very beloved. So,
and he didn't really skip a beat on the voice. He was a bit more animated. But he's acting more with his voice, because the image has a lot of facial expressions when he's not doing the over-the-top acting. But he has to rely on one aspect of that. So it's a little bit more cartoony. No shit, right? Like, that's, these are fine caveats. But yeah, it felt right at home with him. And yeah, it tells you what they're going to do in later seasons. Okay, in season 3 and 4, the seasons this character come back as a main, this is main. Yay! Excellent, finally.
Yeah. Yep, looking forward to seeing it, seeing how what role he plays, and hopefully he is in the whole entire season. I think that'd be a very good move for them. So, anyway, do you have any comments, questions, concerns about this character? What did you think when you saw him return? Let us know in the comment section down below, as usual, and make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell icon. You know all the things to do. Because you want to join us for lives. You want to see the edited content. So you got to do the things.
Like all of the
and like
things.
the video.
Those are one of the things. Like there's a description down below and it says things to do. Try all of them. See how that feels. See if it's like, come for a pair of shoes. Do you do those things? You slip on the figurative shoes and you're like, oh. But of course, the Patreon is monthly. Join the channel is monthly on YouTube. The one-time donations at Trekyards@hotmail.com is the PayPal. Or the Super Chat during live. Super thanks during video. Or just saying hi.
That's right. So until next time, we're the real people. He's the real Commander Cockings, I think.
Yeah. Let's go with that. He is the one and only Captain Foley.
Yeah, that can be you could make a hologram of me. Come on now. Anyway. Until next time, we're Trekyards, and we will see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.